way back to May of last year, and we started to get that real ramp up. Now, blue line is the price of Bitcoin. The orange line is our proprietary fair value that we've come up with, and that's basically based on transactions. So you can see back here, beginning of the year, the blue line was below the orange line. That meant that Bitcoin was undervalued. Up here, when we got to 20,000, blue line above fair value, that meant that Bitcoin is overvalued. So here we are today. This was done a little earlier today. You have the fair value of Bitcoin now about 73.85. My finger pen is not working, but about 73.85. So Bitcoin, when I just walked over here, was around 7,100. So it's slightly undervalued at this point in time. Now, I also want to look at Ethereum as well.
This is the dawning of the age of
And look at that. All right, some fun music there. Really fantastic stuff. Let's take a look at Ethereum as well. So again, back in May, you had this big undervaluation versus the fair value. Again, orange line is fair value. Back up here in December, you had massive overvaluation. So where are we now? Look at what's going on here. Ethereum, down at the $400 level-ish, is actually the most undervalued of the two big coins. So Ethereum right now trading about 400. Fair value is about $485. Much more upside in this. Now let's go to the next chart where we show technically what this is looking at. I think if I hit this button there, we'll go to the next chart. And maybe the next chart won't happen, or if I hit clear. Oh, there we go. All right. So now look at this. This goes all the way back to April, May of last year. That's $400. Remember, it was resistance, resistance, resistance. We had that big run up. What happens when resistance is broken? It becomes support. So here we are right back at that level again. I've got technical support. I've got an undervalued asset. If there's a crypto I want to buy, it's this right here, and I did so today.
Okay, so Brian, you like to do this by yourself. I think you just did it before I got the question out. Would you rather Ethereum or Bitcoin? And is what's happened with the centralized platform over the last couple of weeks with Facebook as the poster child just great news for Ethereum?
It's fantastic news for Ethereum. That's exactly what you wanted,
right,
because Ethereum is the new internet where you control your own data. And I don't think until you had a crisis like Facebook had that the general public would understand it. So yes, agree. Great news for Ethereum. Given the two choices, if I had to buy one today, it would be Ethereum, but that's because it's undervaluation.
So according to our trusty Ethereum bug, which we're putting up tonight, 388.50 is the level. Do you have any sort of price target in mind?
Well, listen, I mean, these things are incredibly wild, right? But so 485 is fair value. We're at 400 now. So I'd certainly expect it to get to 485. It'll likely overshoot. So north of 500, I think, would be pretty easy as long as we get this bull market going again.
All right. Thanks, speakers.
My pleasure.
I nibbled some Ethereum yesterday.
You did?
Which is the level I got in. And I am a long-term holder here. It's not to say that I think Ethereum is necessarily the horse that rides to victory, but I do believe in the platform. I do believe in to me, I'm not making as specific of a bet. I'm making a theoretical bet, I think, on what's going on in crypto land, which I'm fully in favor of.
But it's important to you for the coin or the currency to actually have a platform which is being used.
Yes,
okay,
that's right.
Real quick question for you, Tim. What would shake you out? I know you said long-term, but what would have to happen for you to say, you know what, I was wrong, I got in a little bit earlier than I should have? What's going to shake you?
Well, one of the things that's giving Ethereum a lot of problem, and Brian's talked about this, is I think there's a sense that developers are having more issues here than they were. And so this was at least the platform of choice for developers. That could change quickly, and I think that would be the news.